basis of the 2012 symbol that so many have associated with Mayan astrology and the end of the world. If feudalism and its enormous implications are no longer relevant as connected to such things as the Domesday Book, why is there the declaration of demesne land, otherwise known as crown land? This comes from two words, the Greek demos, meaning the common people, and the Anglo-French mene, which is a feudal lord who holds land as tenant of a superior, as a king, but who is lord to his own tenant. Hence, demesne means people who are beholden to a feudal lord. It is essentially middle management, and what this definition is telling us is that the deemed or de facto authorities that everyone is calling the king, queen, president, prime minister, and so on, are simply the feudal tenants to their own superior authorities as well. They have further masters to answer to, which creates an august body that the people in the public have no idea about. Is this not the reason that even the feudalistic pope is said to be just the vicar to the Lord, because he is vicariously acting as an agent to his own master? Demesne and demesne carry the same phonetic, because to demean someone is to degrade and disgrace them. They are lowered in character, status, and reputation. Capitis diminutio maxima. Is shelter an absolute necessity of life? So why is there a commandment to ask for permissions, permits, licenses, and the use of feudalistic coin called money to acquire it? What exactly has changed today that makes these processes any different in this regard from the feudalism that is known historically? It matters not where in the world we look, the principles behind this are all the same. The land is all claimed by the governing authorities, and the people need to ask permission to use it. There is no such thing as allodial title, which means to outright own a thing, free from any obligations towards liens, taxes, mortgages, etc. Allodial title marks a difference between that which is owned without those obligations to that of feudal ownership. What will the so-called experts say against this? Feudalism is alive and well. It has never went away. Feudal ownership is dependent upon a relationship to a lord or a sovereign. The argument might be made that the United States is different, where allodial title is still dominant, but anyone not trying to fool themselves will see that this is completely unfounded. All land transferred is now under fee simple title. Everyone is paying their land taxes to their feudal masters. Allodial means allotted by God, but the voting public are asking for a ruling king, and are therefore removing themselves from their true inheritance. Regardless, even the term allodial is tainted with so many ties to feudalism and freehold concepts. The government holds eminent domain over the entire world, and everyone without exception is claimed as being owned by them. This is all accomplished through force of will and the methods of war and conquering. By conquering the people and forcing everyone into a constituency under a king, there is no longer any option to even live outside of the confines of commerce. To even survive at all, everyone needs to fight each other to chase monetary symbols, to endlessly pay rent or division, to divide and conquer. Commerce is not a choice, it is a mandate. When there is no choice, free will is an illusion, which makes the concept of freedom a complete fabrication. Every moment, every action is based upon the contingency that you have been allotted the permission to do such an action within the chains and confines of the multitudes of mental ordinances and regulations. Those in this imprisoned state who feel protected by these barriers lambaste any who dare question it or unshackle themselves or others from its grips and snares. The firewalls have become our very friends, neighbors, and family members. And perhaps worst of all, ourselves.